Friend, give thanks to God, who has delivered your life from destruction in the midst of Boko Haram, in the midst of armed robbers. God keeps you. I mean, within the last 1 year, they have sufficient time to have dealt with you, yet you are here because God spares you. Give thanks. Give thanks for delivering you from violence. Give thanks to God for his guidance. He has guided you. In some cases, you didn't even know he guided you. Maybe if you had entered some trouble, you will know he led you. He didn't allow you to go into some trouble. You would wanted to take decision and he held you back. And after I had delivered you, the next thing is to complain. Friend, let's be more sensible. When dealing with God, give him thanks. Give him thanks. And in some cases, you have been consciously guided by God. You know, it is God that has guided me. Say, thank God I didn't make this wrong move. Because he guided you. Give him thanks. Give him thanks. Give him thanks. He has granted your heart's desire. Sometimes you just think, what if this happens? But one thing with humans that we forget things too easily. This time last year, we were praying, if my son can get admission. And that admission came. Immediately it came. You have forgotten that one. Your complaint is that I don't have money. Give thanks. Let us be thoughtful. Let us be thoughtful. Let us be thoughtful. To think of the answered prayers, the things you call upon him for, and he answered. Many times we talk about things that he has not answered, or we think he has not answered. And that is what we use to judge God and to complain. He has answered several other things that were requested of him. So let's learn to give him thanks. Let's learn to be, let's thank him for his mercy. He has been merciful. The psalmist said, if thou, Lord, wouldest mark iniquity, who shall stand? But there is forgiveness with you that thou mayest be feared. Imagine if every wrong thing you said, even the past 1 year, has affected you the way it should affect you, some of you will be dead. Some of you will have lost your job. If every wrong thing you did, you know it's wrong. Maybe the time you were doing it, you didn't know better. But you know it's wrong. If everything had counted against you, by now, you know something very tragic will have happened to you. But God did not allow those negative things to happen to you. In spite of those errors on your side, because his mercy prevailed. This time he has not dealt with us according to our iniquities. What a merciful God. What a merciful God. And you see, he has not done anything. May he not remove his mercy from you. If God just, okay, if I have not done anything, let's see how it will go. And let me remove my mercy. Then you will know he has done much for you. He will not remove his mercy from you. Give thanks for his mercy. Give thanks for his healing. He has healed you. That's why you are alive. I read a report of some food items that they took to Britain. Some people wanted to export it to Britain. And at the point of entry, they would test all those food items. And when they tested them, they declared them unfit for human consumption. They said there's a lot of poisonous chemicals there. In some cases, there are broken glasses in. Not the one you can see. I mean, maybe the mode of processing. And all sorts of things that they complain. And the same food you eat it here. You even enjoy it, you celebrate, and you are not dead. And you think it's ordinary. It's because he has healed you. Some of those people, if they come here and eat what you eat for 1 week, they will land in the hospital. But here you are. You eat all those things, and at the end of the day, you are looking robust. Give thanks to him who healed all thy diseases. He didn't allow your immunity to fail. He has kept you. Let's give him thanks. Let's give him thanks. Now, the other time, when they said that one that came, Ebola, the thing disappeared. I said, this is a miracle. You know how careless we are. If it's America, you know, they observe all these hygiene rules. We break all the rules. Yet, his mercy preserved us. So give him thanks. Give him thanks for destiny helpers that God sent into your life. Give him thanks for his protection over you. Give him thanks for the increase he has brought to you. Many of us, between last year and now, there has been increase in your life. You may want to contend it. If you bought a new dress in the last 1 year, raise up your hand. A new dress, whether it's a shirt or a suit, you bought a new dress, raise up your hand. And you say there's no increase. Some of you bought a new phone. Is it not true? If God didn't give you, you cannot have it. And I'm sure you have bought new food between that time and now. Have you not? God has increased you. He has increased you. Now, that's even elementary. Some of you even bought new cars. Some of you built new houses in the past 1 year. Some of you change your furniture. You upgrade because he has increased you. Some of you, God has given you promotion, your place of work. Some of you have new children. Like somebody gave a testimony during the first service. He said we were 4 in the family, now we are 5. And that happened in less than a year. Give thanks to him. Give thanks. He has removed obstacles from your way. He delivered you from your fears. Some things that made your heart afraid. There are issues in life that cause you to, it causes your heart to miss a beat. This time you say, what time I'm afraid? I will trust in the Lord. Now, if David is talking of the time he's afraid, David was not a jelly. David was a man by every definition of the word. But he got to some junctions that he got afraid. But here is testimony. He said, I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. Thank him. You went to UCH, and they said, this thing we see in your hand, we don't know what exactly it is, so we do a biopsy. And you are calculating a lot of things. One day I came to the church. It was a Wednesday. That should be close to 10 years now. And I was just coming, and I met one lady there. She was not frowning, she was not smiling at all. And she ran to me. He said, Pastor, that she went to use it for a different thing. So I decided to test her. And they said that there's a lump in her breast. They will do, biopsy that they do. And they should come for a result. I said, please pray. I'll be going for the result tomorrow. I said, God, God will take care of you. And I prayed. And eventually, she went there and he said it was a harmless thing. And he gave thanks. You have been at that junction at one time or another. At work, some things happen and you don't know how the thing will play out. Yet the Lord moved and delivered you from your fears. And you say there's no reason to give thanks. So many things that can get your heart to be afraid. But you sought him and he delivered you from all your fears. I can go on and on, but this meeting is not for eternity. Now, how do we give thanks? I'll just itemize. Number one, you give thanks to God by saying thank you. A simple thank you. Father, thank you for providing me a pair of shoes. That is giving thanks. It is coming from your heart. You give thanks by saying thank you. You travel to Lagos and you came back and say, Father, thank you for safe journey that you have granted me. In fact, even coming from your house to this place, do you know that you have sufficient time to have died between Akobo and Olagun here? There's enough opportunities. Yet he didn't allow it. So it's decent for you to say, Father, thank you for keeping my going out and my coming in as you promised. Give him thanks. You wake up in the morning and you are sleeping and say, Father, thank you for preserving my life throughout today. God sends somebody who brought help to you, who brought comfort to you. Why not say, Father, thank you for the helper of destiny you brought my way. Thank you. A simple thank you to God. God is real. Is real. So saying thank you to him is a way of giving thanks. But when that leper came, the Bible said he gave glory to Jesus and he fell at his feet and said, thank you. Said thank you to Jesus. And Jesus appreciated it. He will appreciate it to hear from you. That magic word, thank you. Some of us, we have developed an attitude of ingratitude. You take God for granted. You take men for granted. You limit yourself. So let's learn to say thank you. How do we say thank you? You say thank you by recalling what God has done. Like David did in Psalm 103. He said, bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not his benefits. And he began to enumerate. He said, who forgiveth all thy iniquities? Who healeth all thy diseases? And began to enumerate all the things that God has done. Today, why not stand before him and enumerate before God? Father, I thank you. This time last year, you kept me alive. And I'm still here. You have kept me. I know people who have died in between. But in your mercy, you kept me. Thank you. I thank you. In my office, even though there were challenges, you did not allow the challenges to swallow me. Thank you. I recall, in the course of the last year, my daughter took ill. You healed him. You intervened. Thank you. I was bored. I didn't know how to pay my house rent. But you provided for me. Thank you. I was on this project. I didn't know how it would go. But in your mercy, you undertook for me. Thank you. And you begin to enumerate his goodness. That's a valid way of giving thanks to God. And God loves to hear it from you. You give him thanks by praising him. In Psalm 34 verse 1 says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises shall continually be in my mouth. We are praising somebody. You are talking of his qualities. I attended a bad day. And they were talking about that person's sterling qualities, which I know were true. That is praising. When you are praising God, you talk about his power. Father, you are the Almighty. You parted the Red Sea because he did. You are not lying. You raised Lazarus from the dead, he did. You are talking of his power. You are talking about all the good things, the things that he has done and are still doing. That is praising him. Praising him You are praising him. I mean, telling him the good things he has done. That has done both for you in other people's life. Recalling his goodness. That is praising him. Praising him. Talking of his glory. Praising him. And of course, similar to that, you can sing praises to him. Now, you can talk, you don't have to be able to sing. You can say it. You can compose a poem praising him. Then you can sing it. Like the Israelites, when they crossed the Red Sea, that's Exodus 15, say, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider as he thrown into the sea. And it is when they compose that song, who is like unto thee, O Lord? Among the gods, who is like thee? Glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders. That song, I've known that song, I mean, it will be up to 40 years now about that. And anytime I sing it, it does not fail to inspire me. Because it is real, it is genuine, it is true. It is not an exaggeration. It is not psychophancy. It is the truth. Talking about the glory of God, that's praises. It's not a flattery. You are not flattering God. You are telling exactly. Because true, among the gods, among all the powerful men on earth, who can you compare with God? And he's glorious in holiness. He's fearful in praises. His praises are fearful. And he's a God that does wonders. And he still does wonders. He still does. He has not retired. That is my God for you. Sing praises unto him. Sing praises. That is a way to give thanks to him. The Israelites, they sang praises to God. And that's a method that David, used so much that he sang praises to God. You sing to him, then you can worship at his feet. Just bowing down before him. Like that leper